So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Redmanx TV. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sound wherever you are. In today's video, I'll be previewing the massive game for Manchester United taking on Spurs this Sunday. So make sure you guys do smash a like on the video, leave your thoughts and score predictions in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe down below to Redmanx TV to keep up to date with the videos. Anyway guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, this Sunday will be Jose Mourinho taking on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer once again as Manchester United will look for some payback for what happened last time we met. I don't need to remind anyone of what happened, but I'm really excited for this game. It's a game I really want to win, and I hope the players do get up for this one and realise what happened to them last time and try and right a wrong this weekend. And I don't think it'll be an entertaining game. I personally think it'll be a very boring one. I think it'll be a 0-0, 1-0 either way, 2-1. It's going to be a very close game as both teams play a really shite style of football, so I don't think it'll be end to end. And one thing I want to say, these two teams are capable of having really good games, but the way they're managed, the style of football they both play, it's just not going to be a good game, and the most likely outcome is probably going to be a 0-0. But straight away, favourites for this game. Or favourites? I just asked myself a very hard question there. Well, Manchester United in second right now, quite comfortable. Champions League next season, so I'm very happy about that. Spurs right now, not in a good position, 3 points away from top four, so they're going to be battling that out for the rest of the season, and then need this win more, won't they? So, I wouldn't be surprised if they do win this game. I'm not saying that as an excuse, because, I don't want to lose to Mourinho this weekend, and especially 2 times in one season. I would not be able to cope with that, especially with the first time when it absolutely battered us. But, they need the game more, so, it's not going to make an impact, a big impact on United if we do lose this game, but I definitely do not want to lose this one at all. So I'd probably go Spurs are the favourites for this game, and with Manchester United and how we've been playing recently, especially against Granada and against Brighton, has been absolutely atrocious football being played. I know we're getting the results, but it's not really an exciting watch, is it? So it's gonna be a good game, I reckon. It's gonna be a close one. But one thing I want to talk about, quickly go over about is why Manchester United cannot play good football. I don't get it. With the amount of quality in our team, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Greenwood, players like that, Martial when he plays, they're quality footballers, and they shouldn't be playing a style of football which is pass left, sideways, right, sideways, left. It's all we see at the moment. And, surely Pogba doesn't want to play like that. Surely Bruno doesn't want to play like that. They're told to do this. They're told to play like this because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is weak. I'm going to say that now. He doesn't want to change things up in case it goes wrong. He doesn't want to play a Diallo. He doesn't want to add a Solitaire in the Europa League when we need it. He doesn't want to start him. He wants to stick to the basic, which is McTominay, Fred, Maguire, Lindelof. He doesn't want to put a buy in there, because what if it goes wrong? Then he's going to get the blame for it, and he does not want to get the blame, because this is his dream job. This is anyone's dream job to be a Manchester United manager. And, if you're going to be like, oh yeah, you're not going to get the transfers you want, Ole, he's not going to be like, no, I don't want that now. He's going to be like, yes, because he's getting, his dream job, what everyone wants, and you're going to take that straight away. You're not going to care about the board. You're friends with Ed Woodward. You know him. You're not going to, argue with him, are you? So, I just don't get why this team can't play good football with the amount of quality we have. Because against Granada, if that was a better team we're playing against, they would have won that game. If that was a Barca, Juve, Man City, they would have destroyed us because they had chances that game, but they just lacked quality and we couldn't break them down. The only way we scored in that game was from a long ball and a penalty, and that just says it all, to be honest. But I'm just left really frustrated and really amused, I want to say, about and it's football, because it needs to change. It really does. But that's a topic for another video. But let's get on to my team lineup. So my team lineup for the game is, of course, Dean Henderson in net. I think he comes straight back in for David De Gea, although I don't want that. Actually, I'll go with my team. I'm not going to go with what I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer pick, because we know who he's going to pick. So I'm going to put De Gea in net, left back Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, right back Wan-Bissaka. In the middle, you're going to see Scott McTominay alongside Fred. Ahead of him, Bruno. On the left, Rashford. On the right, Greenwood. And up front, Cavani. Or you may see James on the right and Greenwood. Similar team to the Granada game. But I do reckon you'll see Cavani come back in. And then on the right, Greenwood, but you even may see Fred come back in for this game. He might be put in for Premier League games, so it might be Fred and Pogba in the middle, which I'd be alright with, but it's not something I'd pick. But that's my team going into the game, guys. Tell me what you guys think down below. I'm going to have a Spurs fan come onto the channel now to talk over Spurs this season, their key players and his thoughts going into the game. So enjoy, guys. I'll be back in a short while. See you, guys.
Alright, so I'm just here to discuss Spurs' season so far and obviously the game ahead of us on Sunday. So it's interesting really, because in terms of our season, it hasn't been as good as, well, nowhere near as good as our fans would have expected or wanted. We made some great signings at the beginning of the season. Everything was going well. We had, some great results. Some of our best games were against, United when we beat them 6-1, and we had 2-0 against City. We had the 5-2 at Southampton. Kane and Son were on fire. We had all these new signings in our team, addressed so many problems as well at the beginning of the season. You would have thought, what could go wrong if we've addressed every single problem we had? Signed a left back, signed a CDM, signed a backup striker, which was another really important thing. We were sort of doing really well. We beat Chelsea in the Cup. Yes, we did get to the final, but aside from that, we got to the League Cup final. That I don't know how that's going to go. I don't think we're going to win, to be honest, but it's just the manner in which we've kind of crashed out of every other competition has been really disappointing. Our Premier League form just suddenly declined after we played at Anfield, could have got a result. Obviously, you can't really expect much there, but then after that, everything just started going downhill. It was actually before Anfield as well, where we drew to Palace, so threw away the lead there. It's just games like that and Newcastle and Fulham where we've sort of been holding on to, narrow leads, 1-0s or 2-1s, and then we've thrown it away. And that is what has got on, that's what's got on our nerves this season as a fan base. It's become a problem where it keeps happening in every single game, and it's now, Premier League, fine. We were top of the league, yes, but we've gone below now, top 4. We can't really expect to be winning league titles necessarily. We just need to win a trophy. So fine, we can still target top 4, but it's games where, like the Everton game in the FA Cup, which we threw away, and the Europa League. That was the biggest heartache for our fans this season, was throwing that lead to Zagreb away, where we should have really gone through to the next round. And next minute, we find ourselves battling for top 4, where there's many clubs doing the same thing. We're out of the Europa League, out of the FA Cup, and we've got a cup final, yes, against a flying City team who are still on for the quadruple. So now it's a bit of a sticky situation. In terms of the game on Sunday, we know United are a good team. Defensively, they've improved. They've still got that threat going forward, I think. Bruno Fernandes is a very, very consistent player no matter what. Typically in previous seasons, I'd be saying, we should be beating United at home, no problem. But now, I don't know. Especially with this Spurs team, I do worry that it's something where we might be 1-0 up, 2-1 up, and then we're going to throw it away. Our defence is suspect towards the end of games. United will know how to capitalise on that, is my problem. It's happened before. Though our threats are definitely Kane, as always. Even if he's not on form, there's still a threat from him no matter what. It doesn't matter. United know that. United will know that. Everyone knows that. Ndombele is probably a dark horse against other sides. Maybe they don't know his ability so much. Very, very good player. He will be, if he plays, hopefully, he's the one also that I'd be counting on at the moment. Son's gone a bit quiet, but again, can always perform when it matters. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd say a draw. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. We have goals in us, but we have the ability just to capitulate that's definitely in us. So we'll see. Really, I'd like to say we'll get more than a draw, but I don't know if we can at the moment. And I think United have what it takes to definitely come to the new stadium, White Hart Lane, and actually get something. So let's see what happens. Yeah, and that's all from me.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed them coming onto the channel and got a bit of an insight on Spurs so far this season and their key players going into this game. And my final thoughts going into this one for Sunday, if Manchester United want to win this game, we're definitely going to have to play differently than we have done recently. We're going to have more of an end product. We're going to have to try and break down this Spurs team, who are very defensive, but we do have to watch out for Kane, Son, who will, score a lot of goals if we do play how we've been playing recently. Of course, giving the ball away, allowing too much space for other teams, playing sideways football. We're going to have to change it up going into this one this Sunday. But I'm very confident. I do feel we can beat Mourinho. Of course, as I just said, Spurs probably favourites for the game. But I do reckon, we have a very, very big chance of winning this game as well. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have a few Manchester United fans coming onto the channel now, giving their thoughts and predictions for the game. I'll see you guys very, very soon.
We're going to 0 draw for this game. We're playing against Tottenham Hotspurs, we all know, on Sunday. This game, in my opinion, has a draw written all over. I think it's going to be a very boring, dull game to watch. If you're a neutral fan, do not watch this game. I think it's going to be absolutely dreadful. Jose Mourinho, I already know how he's going to play. He's going to sit back, try score early on, but he will sit back for the rest of the game. They will not play high line against us. No way in hell will they play against high line. I mean, our pace in the break is unbelievable, and Mourinho fully knows that, and he will sit back for this game. We'll have a lot of the ball. Granted, we won't do much with it. It takes 3 days from the ball to get from the fence to forward, and we've seen that in the past few games recently. I mean, we were lucky to beat Brighton 2-1. We were lucky to beat Granada 2-0. We've been abysmal in both games. I mean, dreadful. And this game will be the very same. Thankfully, Spurs won't score this game, I don't think. I mean, obviously they have Harry Kane, who's a world-class striker, as we all know. Heung-min Son is a world-class winger, in my opinion. And other than that, they don't lack that much threat. I mean, Spurs are a terrible team to watch. And it'll be the same on Sunday. I think this game will be a draw, and this probably will be my easiest prediction ever, because both teams, I think we'll just have a lot of the ball this game, and we won't do much with it, and it'll be a 0-0 draw, and I think both managers will take a point, and we'll move on to the next game. So I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw.
My thoughts going into the game are, I think we should at least win. Maybe a draw would be alright. I wouldn't be happy with a 0-0 win. I at least want to score a goal against the Tottenham. I have a bad feeling that they will be sitting back against us all game, not giving us a lot of space, and not giving the space for Bruno and Pogba to get them upfield passes to Rashford, Cavani, Greenwood. I think if we play well, we should win 2-0, but if we don't, it'll just be another 0-0 win, 0-0 draw against another top 6 side. Cheers.
We've got Spurs away on Sunday. We're at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 4:30 kickoff. Our recent records have been pretty poor away at White Hart Lane, Wembley, and Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, wherever we played. We've only won away against Spurs once since 2012, and that was that 1-0 win when Oli was caretaker manager in 2019. I think they had that masterclass that day, like 14 saves or something. He's phenomenal. I think Pogba set Rashford for the winning goal, and yeah, this season, since battering us 6-1 at Old Trafford in like the third game of the season, their form's been it was really good until Christmas when they lost to Liverpool, and they went from title challenges to now like trying to get top 4 with 6 at the moment, so they're close, but they want to like try and get into that top 4 break above Chelsea and West Ham. But yeah, and then they got the Carabao Cup final to look forward to as well against Man City. And yeah, we've got the Europa League. I mean, they bottled it against Dynamo Zagreb, so and then they drew against Newcastle as well, where they were 2-1 up, and then they just bottled that as well. So recently they've been pretty poor form. Our record away against the Big Six in general has been pretty poor this season, only 1 win. So we want to try and get another one and try to cement second. I think, yeah, pretty much Rashford went off, so he should be a bit more fresh. Pogba did as well. Bruno should be alright, yeah. So we've got a good chance of winning, but we just try and keep Kane on lock, yeah, because I think Son and Bale aren't full form.
So it's Man United versus Spurs on Sunday, and it's a big game. I think the title is lost to City, and this time we have to win against Spurs because we don't want to get thrashed just like the last time. And I think the lineup will be same as the previous game, my previous Europa League game against Granada. And I think I think Ole will play 2 CDMs, McTominay and Fred, because we know what happened in Old Trafford. They thrashed us by scoring 6. I think we will break them in the counter, and the predicted score will be 1-1 or 2-1 United.
Alright, so here is my prediction going into United's game against Spurs on the weekend, and it's a big game. I think if we can come away with the win in this one, I reckon top 4 is done. That is it. And I think it's a massive game for us. Even bigger game for Spurs, who, if they are going to get top 4, pretty well need to win all the games for the rest of the season. So a lot more pressure on them, and I don't think it's going to be anything like the 6-1 earlier in the season. I think we'll have a much better chance of winning this game, especially with our away record as well. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good test, a very decent front line at least with Spurs. Their defence is a little bit shaky, so that's hopefully a place where you can exploit. And I'm feeling confident because we are seemingly grinding out results. However, we are probably going to miss a few players through injury, so that's what we've got to deal with. But in the end of the day, I think we've got a very good chance. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes penalty just for good measure as well. But I reckon we've got a good chance this time, but we just need to take our chances when they come.
Guys, welcome to Red Manx TV here. It's James here, and I'm going to be talking about the Spurs game. So obviously we've just won 2-0 against Granada, but for this Spurs game I'm a bit worried because Spurs have had a full week off. We've had a Champions League game, haven't we? So I'm not sure whether that will make an effect. But as well, our last time against Spurs wasn't a great game for us. We all know what happened there. And I just hope it's a positive that the players. It could be a positive or a negative, either a negative that it's worrying on the players' minds, or a positive where we go out and look for revenge. And I hope we do that, and I hope we go straight up and play attacking football. But if we play McFred, then I don't know. I just think it'll be a boring game because if we defend, we know Jose's going to defend, and Spurs on the break with Kane and Son, they have pace. Both players can finish. But yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but I hope we'll win, and I think we'll get a 1-0 win. I think Bruno will score. I think it'll be a penalty, to be honest. But yeah, it'll be a great watch, hopefully.
So guys, you've just heard from them, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you think's going to happen going into the game this Sunday? Make sure to drop your score predictions down below. My score prediction going into this game, I said Spurs are the favourites, but I'm going to back United. We need to win this game. We need to get revenge. We need to get some payback. So I'm going to go 2-1. I don't think they'll be any good. No, 1-0 Manchester United. I think it'll be a really crap game, a really close one, and we will get maybe a penalty or maybe score a very lucky goal. I'm seeing it from here, really, a penalty or a free kick, something like that. But I'm going with 1-0 Manchester United. That's going to be the end of the video. Make sure to drop your score predictions down below. Make sure to drop a like, and make sure you are subscribing to Red Manx TV and with notifications on to keep up to date with the videos. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.